Okay, y'all, so I know I'm looking really crazy right now, but I have some new products that were sent to me through Influenster from Maybelline, the Dewy and Smooth Maybelline Fit Me. It says for normal to dry skin, and y'all know I have an oily T-zone, so we gonna see. Okay, and I have the shade 360 Mocha. And then they also sent the Master Prime. This is the Hydrate and Smoothing Primer and Base. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this base. And I'm going to let that sit in to my skin while I apply my lashes. I just did a really simple eye with a thick wing liner. And I'm just going to rub this in all over my face. It feels kind of like lotion. Very hydrating. And we'll see how it works as a base. Since this is a Maybelline product, I'm going to go ahead and use my baby skin for my pores. But I won't be using any other products because I don't have any other Maybelline skin products or primers or anything. So gonna let that sit in while I apply my lashes, and I'll be right back. It says this foundation is supposed to hydrate and smooth skin texture, and it has a natural luminous finish. I'm just going to pour some on the back of my hand. It's really easy to access. And it doesn't say whether it's good to apply this with a sponge or a brush or whatever, but I'm going to use my oval brush. It's just like a medium-sized oval brush because I got a little on my chest. I always do that. But I'm using this because this brush usually blends out foundation really well for me. And requires minimal time and work on my part, especially being that I have to go pick up on the sky. So we ain't gonna leave no foundation unused. And I'm just looking over here to get my mirror, but oh, it feels really good on my skin. Oh, it feels like I'm just putting lotion on or something. I probably applied way too much, but I just want to use what came out. They really should get a pump on the bottle, because that way you won't be wasting product or feeling like you're wasting product by applying too much. Push through. I would say the coverage is nice. You can't see any of my areas of discoloration. And this is my first time trying this formula. I've tried the matte and poreless, but I've never tried the dewy and smooth. I'm going to take my beauty blender and go around my eyes and my brows, so that can be blended. And around the jawline. It'll probably dry down and match my neck better. So I'm going to highlight and underneath the eyes and powder my face. And then I'll come back in a few hours and show you all what it looks like. It's currently 5:28 p.m. So I'll be back. So it is now 10:42. I put this makeup on about 5:15ish, and I finished up about 5:30. Overlook the blush and extreme highlight. I was actually recreating a look for a Facebook group that I'm in. It was a challenge, and this week's challenge was to recreate this Neutral Glam Look by Carla Toby Princess Bella. So that's what I was doing with all the blush and glow. But if we're looking at this foundation, and I got some lip gloss down here, a lipstick down here, because I was eating some dinner with husband. But I would say this foundation puts me in the mind of some of my more glowy type foundations, like this Black Opal one and the Milani, because the coverage is really good. I think to say that oh, and this one too, the LA Girl Pro Coverage. I want to get the Pro Matte and see how that looks. But either way, the Dewy and Smooth is definitely dewy, I think. It's not overly oily. Like, it's just a foundation that's not a matte finish, but it's not overly oily. My T-zone gets oily all the time. Trying to look and see, I got a little bit of creasing here in my smile lines, which I usually get with the foundation that's not like matte. So a little bit over 5 hours, and I'm just oily in my T-zone area. I'll go ahead and do my printer paper test. So my nose, and like I said, this is all highlighted. My forehead. I don't really have any. All the oiliness was around my nose and my forehead, really. And you know, it's back to, so I think this is pretty good. Like, I don't think you necessarily have to completely avoid this if you have oily areas of your face, because my whole face is not always oily. Just mostly concentrated in my T-zone area, and I get some creasing here. So this is, I think it is a good foundation for normal to dry skin, because my skin is usually drier around the perimeters, and it looks absolutely fabulous, honey. Around the perimeters of my face. I can't wait to see how it looks without all this glow on and blush, because y'all know I'm not a blush person. But I'm excited to add this to my collection. And even the primer itself, like, I think my pores are a little bit more noticeable on this side, but I've got some type of irritation going on here. Pores are almost non-existent over here. So I would say this is a pretty decent combination. If you have normal to dry skin, this may be like a perfect combo for you, because it's pretty awesome. And perhaps if you put like a mattifying primer in your T-zone, even if you have an oily T-zone, you may be good to go with that as well. So I'm going to be making some room in my makeup storage area over here for this primer, and also the Dewy and Smooth. I think it did me way better than the matte and poreless. I don't know, child. I don't know, honey. I like this a little better. So thank you so much for watching. Not sure why they sent this instead of the Super Stay, since the Super Stay, I think it's the newer one or newly repackaged or something, but it says this one has a new look. That's what it says on the bottle. So maybe they wanted me to try, because I have, you know, oily skin. They want to show that it matches for people with oily skin as well. I'm not sure, but I'm glad that they sent it to me. I will leave a link in the description box in case you want to use the link that's associated with my Influenster account, which helps boost my impact score, showing that people are hooking up with Influenster due to being influenced by moi. Okay, if not, you can do your own research and check it out as well. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Good night, sugars.